guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another color series video. So I mentioned in the last lavender tutorial that I wanted to do a color series here on my channel. I have been bored of my neutral shades. Listen, I love neutrals. That will never change and that will always be me till the end. But when it comes to filming, I kind of get bored of the same old look all the time. So to spice things up, I decided to do a little color series on my upcoming tutorials. And I asked in the last tutorial which colors you wanted to see next. So I gave you guys the option to choose between baby blue, pink, and yellow, and baby blue one. I wanted to give you guys a look that was bright and bold, but also wearable, doable, recreatable, something that you guys can do at home as well. Let's be honest, I love me a cut crease, I love a difficult eye, but I like just an easy look that can be done with 2 or 3 eyeshadows. So this is it, and I hope you guys like it so far. Before we get to the video, as always, subscribe, thumbs it up. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below which color you want to see next. We are choosing between yellow and baby pink. So I have these 2 shades that I really want to play with. So leave it down below because I will be reading all the comments and getting your guys' input for the next video. Without further ado, let's get into today's look. We are back. We are back. Hey. So I'm really excited for today's look. As you guys know, it's going to be a baby blue look. It's going to be fire. I feel it. I know it. I did already fill in my brows, and I did use, where to go? I did use the LA Girl brow pomade that I used in the last video. This has been like my current brow obsession. I think it's super fire, so this is what's on my brows. And next I'm going to be going in with the PLouise base in the shade Rumor 02. And then I'm also going to be blending out with the PLouise brush. If you guys been following me here on my channel for a while, you will know that this is one of my favorite shadow bases. It just holds onto colors so perfectly. And I love it because the shade kind of looks like a concealer, so it's going to even out my lid space while also grabbing onto the shadow and really making it pop. So next on my eyes, I'm going to be going in with the Morphe 351 Icy Fantasy Palette. This is actually my very first time playing with this palette. Like, I've swatched it before, but actually I've never played with it. I'm pretty excited because it does have all the shades that I need for today's tutorial. So I'm going to start off first with this baby blue eyeshadow. There's actually no name on it, so I'm just going to call it baby blue. It's the only baby blue in this palette. And then for the brush, I'm going to be using the B Bella NG322 and take this in kind of like my transition right in the crease and then just start blending out to really get these pastel colors to pop. Because I want this to be a really blue look, I'm not going to be adding in any kind of light brown transition, but if you want it to be a little bit more wearable and a little bit more soft, you can definitely go in with the light brown shade first, and then from there add the blue on top. Wow, this color is beautiful. Super pretty. So I'm gonna keep on packing the shade on, and as you can see, I'm just now kind of pouncing on the eye, also working it into the brow area. I'm totally down to take this whole look above and beyond, but then I'm also working it pretty in on the inner corner of the eye. So I'm gonna go back in with the same color but a different brush, and this one is a Morphe M456, and I'm just going to add this onto the lid, kind of in the crease, just on the areas that are a little bit hard to reach with the bigger brush. And I'm packing it on, pressing it left and right, working it on the lid, but also into the crease as well. So next I'm gonna go in with the PLouise base in the shade Inject, and this is a baby blue eyeshadow base. And I'm gonna add this just onto my eyelid because the next color needs a pop of the baby blue to make it really pop. And I'm going to work that into the back of my hand. Oh, it looks kind of minty. No, it's baby blue for sure. And I'm just simply going to pop this right in the center. So now that I apply that on, I'm gonna go now in with this baby blue frosty shadow from the palette, and I'm just gonna pack it on top. Oh yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. So I'm now gonna move on to this side. So now I'm going to be mixing that frosty baby blue shade as well as this color right here and adding it to the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to hit this right on the inner corner. See how it just looks a little bit more like electric, kind of like storm vibes. And I actually want to grab a little bit of that first shade too, because this one's like kind of like a silver white. And I'm just going to go right over it, but take it up a little higher, just so it brings the shade up a little bit more. So for my liquid liner, I'm gonna be going in with the NYX Epic Liner. I used this in the last tutorial and really love the finish of it. I thought it went on so nicely, as you guys saw, and just I'm a big fan of it overall. So I figured I would use it again. I'm gonna do a very similar eyeliner, but just make it a little bit more thinner. The goal for this eyeliner is for it to be thin, but who knows, it might turn out really thick. So I'm gonna start this just like any other look, right at the outer corner crease of my eye, and then from there start to build up that wing, start extending it out. I always focus on the outer part of the eye first and then move my way in forward. But also what I'm going to do for this look as well is start to wing out the inner corner of the eye. I always have been a fan of using eyeliner towards the inner corner of the eye. All right, there we go on the eyeliner. We have a new mascara to try out today, and I'm really excited about this one. It's the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes. So I haven't had a chance to play with it, but I do know that it's double-sided. So one side will give you curl length, and the other side will give you volume. I'm gonna take it out and show you guys the wands, which is pretty cool. I'm really into this. I'm actually gonna be using the volume side. I kind of wanna try this one out. Oh my gosh. So far it's giving me volume and really combing out the lash nicely. Wow, and that's like with no curl and eyeliner, which you guys know when I wear liquid eyeliner, it hides a portion of my lashes. So this is really, really great. I'm really into this. Something that's always really highly requested to me is to create looks with no false lashes, just because a lot of you guys don't wear false lashes, so you want to see some pretty wearable looks that include just mascara. So I think we can definitely do that in an upcoming look if you guys want to see it. But if we do, I definitely think I'm gonna use this mascara because this mascara is fire. And this is the pestaña that's still growing. This one's still working on its shape after the tragic loss of my lashes. So for my eyelashes, I'm gonna be using the Beauty Creations in the style Daydream. I have it on this eye already, so you can see the difference. It just like finishes off the eye for me. It's one of my favorite styles. This is one that I highly recommend you guys purchasing, especially if you guys want that short to long lash. It's perfect to go on a bare eye or with wing liner. I just think it's like so pretty, and I love how wispy they are. Like, they're so wispy on the end. There's not like a straight cut, so they look beautiful, but I'm gonna pop it on real quick. There we go for the eyelashes. It looks so pretty. So I'm gonna move into applying on some primer and some concealer and then the foundation. I'm just getting my whole base on. I'm gonna be going in with the Hendriksen Banana Bright Primer. I actually have already moisturized and put eye cream on and did serum. I did all my skincare, so that glow you guys see is from all the products I already had on. I'm gonna add this right into the T-zone area and then just work it around. So this Banana Bright Primer is not only gonna help out with brightening up my skin, it's also going to help with the wear of the makeup. It's gonna make everything just stay on longer, also looks smoother, and gives you that instant glow that I'm such a fan of. This also has vitamin C and Banana Bright inspired pigments in there. You can wear this alone or with makeup. I'm gonna be going in with the Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer in the shade 2W. This is one of my favorite daytime concealers. I'm gonna add this on first to correct, and then I'm actually gonna be using a different concealer to brighten. I'm gonna pounce it on. I wanna challenge myself one of these days to do my routine a completely different way. I think it'd be kind of cool to see how it would come out, if it looks the same. Who knows, I might end up really liking it. But for this, I was like, you know what? I want to like finish off the eyes and then do the rest of the face. I'm gonna grab my e.l.f. concealer. I'm gonna grab my e.l.f. sponge and now pounce the concealer on. I'm not gonna set it just yet. I'm just gonna put this on first, do my under eyes, and then set a little later. I'm gonna go back in with that baby blue shade and apply that to my under eyes. And I'm gonna take this pretty low. So I'm doing this with kind of like a thicker brush. Packing it on. Ooh, I like it. This looks good. Okay. So I'm gonna be applying on this eyeliner from Marc Jacobs called Deja Blue. This is the only baby blue eyeliner I have. Like, I had some other ones that were a little bit more on the electric side, but this one is seriously borderline white baby blue. It is perfect for this look. I'm actually a really big fan of Marc Jacobs eyeliners. I use red wine a lot, and I believe it's called Brownie. They just have a really good formula. They're long lasting, and I feel like they really nailed the shades down on their eyeliners. Like, you cannot get any better than this baby blue. I'm gonna work all the way in the lash line, and I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm stopping right here. I do my best not to work all the way in because I do have black already right here from the eyeliner. So the minute this touches black, it may not agree and it may create like a weird gray shade. So I would honestly recommend not going all the way in. So just right there is perfect. So I want to add a little bit more of a darker blue. So I'm going to go in now with the Colourpop Blue Moon Palette, which is, like I said, that all blue palette. And I'm going to use a shade Starry Eyed and Fine China. I'm going to mix them together. I'm going to put this right as close as I can to the lash line. I'm going to go back in with my concealer now, get it on that brush, and just do a light cleanup. Just kind of like that. Just make it look a little bit more even so it doesn't look like I have head eyes in that area. I've noticed with any kind of baby blue, the minute like concealer hits or another color hits, it tends to turn a little green. I don't know if anyone else has ever had that issue, but I feel like I see a little bit of a mint shades towards like the end. So next I'm going to be applying on one of my Holy Grail foundations, which is the Nars Natural Radiance. that just happened. The Nars Natural Radiant. We are almost done with this baby right here. It's one of my favorites. So I just did a bunch of little pumps out because they give you baby pumps. And I'm applying this on with one of my favorite brushes from It Cosmetics. If you guys don't have It Cosmetics brushes, you're definitely sleeping on them. They are so good. I actually have never played with any of their makeup or skincare, but when it comes to brushes, their tools are probably one of my favorite, especially for complexion. Like their powder brushes, the blush brushes, I rave about them all the time, and I just love them. So I highly recommend checking them out. Wow, foundation makes a difference. And I actually need to move my little bang that I've hairsprayed. Look at, oh my God, it's stuck to my forehead. Way too much hairspray today. I'm gonna actually use today an OG Tarte Shape Tape. Comment down below if you guys still use this concealer. It's been a while since I've used it. This is gonna be in the shade Light Sand Medium. It is a fresh bottle as well. And I'm just gonna target this on the side. I'm gonna take in a smaller little brush. I'm gonna go along the sides of my nose where it's a little bit harder to reach, but I also do need a little bit of cleaning up. I went ahead and set my skin with powder off camera, and I'm now going to be moving into my bronzing and contouring. I'm actually going to be using this for contouring and this for bronzing. This is a new one that I've been wanting to play with, so I figured we should do it on here. But this is from Louveland Cosmetics. It's the Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. Obsessed with this. Obsessed. And I'm also going to be using the Louveland Cosmetics brush to do this with, so I'm going to be mixing these two shades kind of back and forth. So now that we have that on, I'm gonna move into my bronzer, and I'm gonna be using the newest one from Buxom called Staycation Vibes in the shade Rooftop Tan. I'm actually really excited to try this bronzer out. Ooh, my goodness. I'm also gonna add one more cheek product, and that is from the new Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush. I used this in a recent look, and I'm obsessed with how beautiful these blushes are. There's 6 beautiful shades in this palette. I already played with Twilight, which is the perfect peach. With the blue, I think pink will look a little better, so I'm gonna be mixing these 2 pinks. Wow. Obsessed. That looks so pretty. And I'm gonna top off my skin with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Mist, one of my favorites. It's super hydrating and gives you a super nice radiant finish on the skin. I love it. You guys already know, final product on the skin is gonna be some highlight. This is an absolute must. This palette right here is really, really good. I talk about it on and off because I try to always mix it up for you guys, but it is definitely a favorite product of mine. I've hit pan. I just love it so much. So I'm gonna use the first shade from the palette, and I'm just gonna add it mainly towards the top of my cheekbone. A little bit on my nose as well. Last thing we gotta do for today's look is add a lip color, and I decided to go with a 90s brown, and I feel like I have the perfect products for this, and they are full of foundation. I was actually indecisive if I wanted to go with like a pink, but then I felt like pink would look too much like a ginger reveal kind of look. So I decided to hold off on pink until I do the pink look, and for now we'll do this kind of like 90s brown lip that actually looks really good with blue. So let's go ahead and start the lip. So starting off with my favorite shade, Cork from MAC Cosmetics. This is like the ultimate brown that everybody needs in their life. This gives you the perfect brown lip. It goes with any skin tone. So Cork is the first color I'm gonna be applying on. For my lip color, I'm gonna be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. Final color I'm going to be adding is from KKW. This is a collaboration with Mario in the shade He's a Mixture, and I'm going to pop this right into the middle of the lip. So although the look is done, I'm going to be adding a different highlight. I found the perfect one, and I don't know why I didn't remember to grab this when I was grabbing all the products for today's tutorial, and that is this one from Artist Couture in the shade Mermaid Fantasy. So it has like that iridescent blue green undertone that I think is just gonna tie this in together, and it just reminded me that for future looks I need to use highlights in those tones. Noted. Oh my gosh, it is like blue. Here goes. Whoa! Do you guys see how it looks like kind of like mermaid bluish? I'm adding on a little bit of that Morphe shadow that I used on my eyes, kind of over it, just to give it a little bit more of a blue finish. Do you guys see that? Should I add some to my nose? Like a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, all right. All right, and we are done with this look. I am so happy with it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Before you guys leave, be sure to let me know in the comments down below which color you guys want to see next. Also, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys are enjoying this. And with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Los quiero un chingo. Take care, and